I see your head, Howie. Let me see. 1, 2, 1, 2. Check, 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 check. Hey, Crypto Hop here, coming at you. Hey, that's what I'm doing, people. I just made a decision today. I just want to share with you what I'm looking at. Okay, that's kind of what this channel has been about. Happy weekend to you. If I'm moving weird, I got doggies all around my feet right here. I'm kind of cramped in. I can't move. I got 4 of them. These doodles are all over the place. They like hanging out. So in Studio A right here. But what I was gonna say, I got tons of notes and a bunch of bullet points, and I was starting to go over everything, but I'm just going back quickly and show you what my daily research is showing. Okay, and I had to go through a couple different steps here. This fear and greed index, number 1, first and foremost, because I've been showing you guys that. Let's just stay with that. Let's stay on this. Okay, 20. I say down to 20, but it's up to 20. Last time I think I talked about this. Look over here. You can see where this sucker dipped down. It was about 10 days ago. So what's creating this? I think it has something to do with the stress of the holidays and this whole human psychology thing. It bouncing up to 20, went away from extreme fear to fear. Okay, what's that mean? Let's see if it relates to the chart. Real quick, Fed meeting coming up. It's going to be, they said next week, but it's on the 10th. And here's the Fed Watch tool. Last time I looked at that, see, it's 86.4 chance that the Fed is going to cut rates. Last time it was around 74, below 74%. And this is, let me just make sure it's on, yep, December 10th. Okay, so keep in mind, people, when all these investors want rates to drop, because what it does, it creates inflation. Be careful what you ask for. If you're asking for rate cuts, you're going to see inflation. Prices aren't going to drop. It's easier to access money. It's a yin and yang thing. That's just the way it goes, economically speaking. That's the way it goes. So be careful what you ask for. Bitcoin chart. Now this last candle right here, that's today. That's what we're doing today. It was green a couple seconds ago, just a little sliver. That means there's not much going on. Okay, it's just kind of sitting there. Ooh, right on. That is right on the 13-day. Now these moving averages, these indicators are really important. Some people don't look at them, and it's fine. Everybody has their own way of interpreting technical analysis. It's when these two lines cross, see that yellow? That's the 5 EMA. When it crosses that 13, and then we get a candle, the daily candle, to post on top above those lines, that's when people start putting money in. That has a tendency to show a reversal on this price action. And we're still in. It's kind of hard to see it. I got lines all over. But if I zoom out, we've got, this is a downward, see that downward trend. This is the top line. This is the bottom. This is the trend line. Ever since our all-time high back on October 6th, we have seen a downward trend on Bitcoin specifically. That's exactly what we're seeing here. Now, we've been trying to find a bottom. Have we found the bottom yet? That's the big question. And this is annoying. See this big wick right here? We had a support on this 84,500. And then look at this wick that just shoots below there. You know what that is? That's all the people that traded on leverage. And so the market makers, the institutional money, can see where those stop loss orders at, and trust me, they push it down. That's what we're seeing. And it liquidates all that money that was hopium. Don't bet on leverage, or don't trade on leverage. Just, that's what I've learned. I've learned from experience. We don't want to do that. Now, and then we have this little rebound. Okay, going into the holiday. Let's see here. Let's see. We got to get this yellow crossing the orange. And then this top line here, my speculation is that once it crosses both of the next levels here, the 95 resistance, right where this 95 and a half, we'll say 95,500 hits, those 2 points, December 3rd. December 3rd is what I'm looking for on that one. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So keep an eye on that, people. Okay, that's what I wanted to say. And like I said, I have too many notes here, but those are the things that I'm looking at right now. I guess once we're on the charts, let's look at one more. Let's look at that XRP chart. Can you see that this is a little more stable? XRP, since its all-time high, I didn't go back that far, did I? Yeah, since its all-time high, it's not as sharp of a decline. Percentage-wise, it's a little bit less than Bitcoin. And it seems like XRP is becoming this more conservative investment play. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of underlying reasons with the Ripple company that are going to do some price movement here soon. Now remember, XRP can be looked at as a security because there's a company behind who created it. Bitcoin's a commodity. It's not. There is no company. It's completely decentralized in terms of the only thing that pushes Bitcoin price is buying and selling with currency. Okay, that's the only thing that moves Bitcoin price. XRP is a little bit different because banks, institutions are now involved, and they need huge amounts of liquidity to safely move this money around and stuff like that. So, okay, wanted to show you that. I guess we'll look at the ETH to close it out here. Little sharper of a decline. This looks a lot closer to the XRP chart, okay, than the Bitcoin one. So 3,000. We touched that 3,000. Okay, look at that. 4 times. The last 4 days in a row have tested 3,000 and moved down. What's that tell you? It's creating a stronger and stronger resistance every day that it does that and moves down. So it's that equal and opposite pressure thing. Reaction, right? As far as low going to high. Speaking about reaction, once I hang up here on this video, I'm going to look at React. I would encourage you all to do the same. React could have some pressure that's going to be pumping things up. You know, screw it. Let's look at it now. Let's look at it right now. That was a Google thing I was looking at. Reactive network right here. Woo! Okay. We have found a bottom on this reactive network project. Look at that massive. Remember, altcoins are more volatile. That's way more volatility. Man, oh man. People are taking profits right there. So 5.4 cents looks to be a bottom on this thing because we hit it. I mean, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times, 8 days in a row. I mean, and it tested it and bounced up. That should be a new support level right here. Okay. Boom, right there. Now, I still think it's a really good price to buy because if you go back in history on this project, we're seeing, look at these other strong support levels that follow that support that we're on right now. Okay, that's what we're talking about with this thing. Interesting stuff right there, everybody. Is there any other news? But you know, the China thing being more bullish and coming into the market, we got to keep an eye on that thing right there. So, in conclusion, next week's Fed meeting is the biggest catalyst, I think, for this discussion here. Bitcoin holds at 90K going into the announcement. We should see a violent move either way. Okay, I'll be right here to cover it for y'all. I'm going to be taking a look at it. If you would give me that like and subscribe, I appreciate that. You know, I have some other macro videos for different things if you want to take a look. Like for the definitive exchange, we got to get ready. Got to have multiple exchanges for when the thing moves quickly. And I also have a video about setting up a balanced portfolio. If you want to take a look at it, just a real safe way to set up your portfolio no matter how much money you have. You have $100, $200, $1,000, whatever it is, I give you percentages on where you should put that money. This is not financial advice. This is just what I've learned over my time in doing these things, and it's working out for me so far. Okay, 2026 is going to be a great year, everybody. Yes, it is. Leave a comment, whether you're bullish or bearish on these Fed meetings. It's always nice to see you guys say something about that in your opinion, and we'll go from there. Crypto Hop signing off. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, everybody. All right, peace out. Peace out.